Welcome to the Champions of Life podcast, where three orange-blooded Tennessee alums discuss how there's always next year.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Champions of Life podcast, where we've got 5-star hearts. We're working like heck to move some logistics and make the Vols back on top. As a reminder, we're here on behalf of R&S Logistics for all your warehousing and trucking needs. We're everywhere you want to be. That sounds like a copyright infringement. We'll edit that out. We've got our fearless leader, Joe Mahalik, Lainey Greer, and our newcomer, Noah. Noah, he's a broker boy.
Broker boy. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
And we're here to talk about the 2026 Tennessee Fighting Volunteers and their football prowess. Maybe some lady soccer and what's going on with the basketball team. Are we excited? Are we already looking forward?
We can't already go to basketball.
Sorry.
I am.
Come on.
I am. Yes.
I'll reel Joe back in. How do we feel about this season? We've just got a quarterback listed as the starter.
My first thought when I saw the news was we've lost George McIntyre, which I think hurts a little bit. 5-star, local guy too. But when you have a quarterback that is younger than you that's going to be the starter, you can't really expect him to stay. So excited for Faison. I am a little nervous on if our offensive line can protect him this year. I think that's going to be the key going into the season is how healthy can you keep him, which I think for any quarterback that relies on a good amount of mobility is a common issue.
So you anticipate George transferring this year?
Yeah, maybe we'll see how the season goes, but I would say I believe there's 2 portals, right? And so I think when that second one opens, he'll probably look to go elsewhere. I just don't think. I think with his caliber, I would be surprised if he's happy with the backup position. Yeah.
Do we have a third string that's good?
So we have Connor Staub from Colorado. He started at Colorado under Deion Sanders. Prime, yep, Coach Prime. But it hasn't seemed like he even was really being considered for starting position through camp. But he would be able. I think he'd be an able backup. I do foresee this season, and Bobby, you can tell me your take. I think we're going to be very similar to Nico's season, where it's going to be a run-heavy offense. Probably a lot of read options, a lot of quick throws with a young, true freshman quarterback. So that was effective, though. When we made the playoffs, we were run-heavy. So.
Okay, I agree with you. I think McIntyre could possibly be gone in December. But historically, with Heupel, the starting QBs he's named at the beginning of the season have not always lasted the season. So this could be a situation like we had with Hendon. It could be like we had with Schaefer, going back to the last time we Athletic had a QB. freshman quarterback.
My guy.
Which I said this morning. I heard it on the radio. Schaefer was the first time in the SEC there's been a freshman starting quarterback, and the only time since like the 70s. So Tennessee has done it twice. And I don't know what that says. The last thing is... Sorry, Peyton, we never started you. Go ahead. That's true. Really excited to be in the stadium and to hear everyone yelling, "Let's go, Brandon," and it being a legitimate chant and cheer. You know that's going to happen. It's going to come out for sure.
Wow. I hadn't thought about that.
I didn't either. I thought about instantly. As soon as we were recruiting him, I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to be able to yell, "Let's go, Brandon." Yep. It's going to be loud.
That time is past, right?
No.
It's not relevant anymore?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It will come back.
All right.
Come back. Tennessee will bring it back. Yep.
Well, when there's booze.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do think, to your point, Noah, that you've got an all-SEC running back with Deshaun coming back. A quasi-rebuild offensive line, but the vast majority of it's returning, and so they're going to be a solid unit, whereas they have been a liability over the past couple of years. Also, he got snubbed to not even be on the Doak watch list, which is insane to me. So maybe he comes out with a chip on his shoulder, and you're right, we're going to run heavy. What I've heard from camp is that Mike Matthews looks really, really good. He looks extremely athletic. I think the receiving core is going to be much improved. I think we'll miss Brazel. But yes, quick reads, tight end, friendly. I feel like Ethan is due for a breakout year.
Are we going to throw it to our tight ends or just use them as blockers?
If you can recreate what we did with Noah Fant, 4 years ago, whatever that was. I mean,
Yeah, he was very effective, especially in red zone. My worst case, being a lifelong Tennessee fan, I always go to worst case. My worst case scenario is we get into SEC play and Faison struggles, and we bench him. And I think that is where my brain also goes to with the true freshman, is the psychological factor of you're the starter. How long are we going to maybe ride out the fact that you are a true freshman? Are we just calling this a rebuild year? Is it just, wait for the recruits for next year to come in and just try to gain experience this year? How many of those rebuild years can we do? Right? So,
do that.
Yeah, I think I would love for everything, to play out, but obviously our schedule is extremely difficult, especially for a true freshman quarterback. We have some great home games in SEC play and have avoided maybe some of the harder away games that we've had previous years. We're not going to Georgia. But that would be my fear with the true freshman, is that you start him, he struggles, you pull him,
and then he transfers.
where do you go from there? Yeah, where do you go from there? So,
Flip side to the coaching coin is Heupel has had great success at Tennessee with new, inexperienced quarterbacks.
it's true.
Joey is probably the most decorated player that he's had to coach. Everybody else is kind of career backup / Nika. So I have hope for that.
What about the defense?
Lots of questions, lots of injuries.
Has there been any this week? Any new injuries? That's
No.
good.
Farouk last week,
Yeah.
he's out for the season, which is going to be a blow. I think he's going to be a key part of the defense this year.
But his backup got a pick in practice too, right? In scrimmage too?
Well, look at that insight.
Yeah. That is hopeful. I have hope. Now, the word coming in was, okay, this guy's defense is really intricate. There's a lot of stuff with it, so it may take a year or two for players to really get it and be able to play it out on the field. But he did bring in some of his own guys, so that could be helpful.
And he brought a lot of his coaches with him, too. You mean those
Yes,
guys, his
both.
players? Yeah.
Players
Yeah.
and coaches.
I didn't watch much. He was at Penn State last year, so I didn't watch much of Penn State because it's Penn State. I felt like their defense was pretty strong, though,
Yes.
because I know they struggled with Aller was the quarterback. He was injured. But they were still in some tough games, Oregon. And so I know at Ohio State, obviously, won a national championship, so that's great. I was surprised when we let Tim Banks go, but it made sense after we got Jim. But, yeah, we'll see. It's been so hit or miss the last 4 years. 1 year, defense looks great. Next year, that's not. So some consistency would be good.
How much do we think James Pierce, this is a really side tangent that we can just have for a second. How much did he cover for Tim Banks in the year that we're like, whoa, our defense is incredible, and our offense is like, okay, what's happening out there? If we can just get it happening at the same time, that'd be great. But was that all James Pierce?
If you go back and look at the 2 years that he had, I would say the year before he left for the draft was probably more impactful than his draft year was still good, but it was a collective unit. That defensive line and the fact that they were so deep, they could go 7 or 8 deep, and they were rotating. You had fresh legs, and they were all just, they never stopped running. And so I think that a lot of that goes to Rodney, the coach. But that, yes, if the quarterback doesn't have time to throw the ball, then it's going to cover up the sins of the secondary. But you got Redmond back there, and he had tons of great experience last year, whether we liked it or not.
Yeah, trial by fire for sure.
Yeah.
He's going to be all right.
Yeah.
He started coming around.
I think the linebacking crew, if you can figure out some ways to help them in coverage, I think when it's a pass-heavy offense, you've got to either get them off the field or give them some help to cover up in the secondary. I think this defensive line will be solid. I don't think they're going to be as impactful as the James Pierce years, but there's probably a breakout guy this year.
How do we feel about offensive line?
I never feel good about a Tennessee offensive line.
Right, that is the correct answer, Noah.
Yeah, but I do think we've returned a lot of key guys, so I could see us being better. I do think we're going to rely on such a quick offense to try to mitigate that too. So I don't know. I do think, to go back to the defense real quick, it'd be interesting to see what they do with Arion Carter after they've now let guys who have played NFL snaps in preseason come back and enter back into college football. if they're going to actually uphold this $400 plane ticket to go to a pre-draft process.
If this
We'll
is
see.
an Ohio State player or an Alabama player, is
Right.
this happening?
No, that's exactly it. It's Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be interested though. I know there's some appeals processes going on. So
How many games?
2 games.
2 games.
So
You know, they wanted it for the season.
Really?
Yes,
For
they were trying to
$400?
get him out for the entire season.
So what do they have against us? Why do they?
It does feel that way.
Yeah.
It does feel intentional. And even my victim mentality of it feels like every time they show an
Yeah.
ESPN highlight, it's Tennessee
Oh.
getting
I
destroyed.
Yes.
agree. Same thing in
Yes.
basketball, like highlight reel.
It's yeah. Anyways,
yeah, so probably won't miss him for the first game.
Yeah.
Knock
Obviously.
on wood.
Oh,
You know, I've
gosh.
also sat and watched us barely beat Austin Peay in the previous years.
Georgia
So
Southern.
yeah. So, but we would imagine probably won't need him. But I do think week 2, Georgia Tech
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
is a pivotal game. I would go so far as to say our season rides on winning that game.
I would agree.
I agree. Do we want to go there? Are we ready for
To
season
Atlanta?
predictions?
We
Oh,
should go.
Physically.
Yeah.
Season predictions.
season predictions.
I do think that's the swing game. I think you kind of chalk up Texas, but Georgia Tech it does set the tone as to Faison's confidence level, the rest of the team feeding off of that. I don't think anybody's going to throw in the towel after week 2 if you lose, but that is going to affect the rest of the season. My guess is we drop a dumb game either at Arkansas or at South Carolina, and those are both
Yeah.
2 very different situations, but those are both dumb games that we historically lose on the road. Last year was tough, the fact that we didn't beat a team over 500. So you would like to think that this team will be better than that. My official prediction is 8-4, beating Bama and LSU at home.
So then our losses.
I'm saying Arkansas, I'm saying South Carolina, Texas, and
A&M.
A&M.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see us beating Texas. I don't see us beating A&M. Definitely not away at Kyle Field and at Texas A&M. I would love to beat Kiffin. I don't think we beat that LSU roster.
Team.
Most expensive roster in college sports. So there's 3 losses. I do think we get Bama. I think we can beat Bama at home. So I do think we win that, but I would agree. I would say South Carolina. I feel better about Arkansas. I feel like South Carolina. Lenora Sellers before last season was a Heisman hopeful and had a rough year, but still is a really good quarterback. So
Maybe a loser leaves town
yeah,
that game
yeah,
for the coaches.
yeah, it could be for
Yeah.
sure.
We rushing the field for the 3rd time in a row if we beat Alabama.
I think you have to, at that point.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, do I think we will? Probably. Do I think we should? Probably not. I mean, we're Tennessee. I'd like to think that we've got enough relevancy to where it's old hat, 3rd time, you know. But I don't know. If I'm there, I would still maybe do it. If people are doing it, if they're going to do it, I'll do it. Yeah, I would say 8-4 probably. But I could see us winning 7 games too. I think it's probably too much to expect a 9-win season or more with the true freshman quarterback.
7-5. A little less optimistic. Wait, did you give it? What was there?
I said 8-4, but I
8-4.
could see us being 7-5 as well.
7-5. It'll be probably LSU will be that 5th
Mhm.
loss.
Yeah.
Or Alabama. I mean, I'll let you go, but it could very easily be 6-6.
Yep.
I was going 8-5 or 8-5, 7-5 too. Georgia Tech definitely massive. I mean, even if we win that, the concern is going to be how we win. I obviously want us to win, period. But what did that win look like? Then when you get that like triple A section of whatever order it is, like Auburn, Alabama, Arkansas, we always struggle on the road, just like pretty much all SEC teams except for Georgia. So we're dropping one of those A games, maybe 2. If we come out of the Georgia Tech and the 3 A's, 2-2, okay. But yeah, Texas, we're not beating Texas, we're not beating A&M, and I think, gosh, I don't want to lose again to Shane Beamer. I would love for us to be the reason that he is fired. Like, after our game, that would be so great. But it's like, okay, if you have to pick, are you losing to LSU or South Carolina? LSU's at home. Maybe we can beat them. Maybe our players who just came here because they want the money, not because of the pride of Tennessee, but maybe they can understand the vitriol towards Lane Kiffin, even though some of us would have taken him back in recent years.
It's true.
I mean, I would take him back next year.
I know.
So,
No.
do I
Please
like
no.
him? No. Do I think he's a good coach? Yes. Do I think winning a national championship would be possible with him? Potentially.
Yeah.
If I'm there, I got some max flights in my pocket that I'll.
Throw.
You're
throw
going
it
to
in.
toss down there?
Yeah, maybe just.
All right.
I think the fans will get him in that meeting.
Yeah.
They'll jack the players up.
I hope
They'll
so.
feel it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, okay, maybe we won't lose both those games.
Here's the thing. This schedule, you've got a bunch of teams with new coaches. Auburn, Arkansas, Alabama's got a new quarterback. Vanderbilt's going to have a new quarterback. So half the SEC slate is other teams just like us trying to figure it out. But I do believe if you lose Georgia Tech, you could very easily go 5-7. And I think if you lose to Golish and you lose to Vandy, that's going to be hard for a coach to survive.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Vanderbilt is away too, which, I mean, I think the capacity is so small, it doesn't really feel that intimidating, but
We'll be there.
yeah.
We'll be orange.
Yeah, I do think Vanderbilt's quarterback's really, really good. And I don't know, Clark, what's his name? Clark Leia?
Clark Lee.
He just seems to have something on Heupel. It's always been tough, I feel like. It's not been easy with him.
And we have breathed life into Vandy the last few
Yes, we have.
years. Okay, so we're not feeling very good about
I'm still going 8-4.
8. Bobby, you're 8
Yeah.
and 4. Okay. Well,
Yeah, I could see us 8-4 if our offensive line plays well, we can run the ball
Run
down
the
people's
ball.
throats. Maybe, I feel like you really just need 1 or 2 long shots a game
Mm-hmm.
from Faison to keep them honest,
Yep.
and then let
Stretch them out.
Bishop do it. And then the speed of Tennessee always is going to cause problems. We're a matchup nightmare for anybody with our offense. So maybe we can grit out 9 wins. That'd be great.
I did see a stat. We in the last, I think, two or three seasons, Tennessee has scored 301 points, which is second only to Ohio State at 303. So we're going to score points. We're going to keep scoring points. It's just whether or not Knowles and the rest of the defense can figure it out and score points when it matters. Obviously,
Exactly.
we put up a lot of points against games that are maybe even out of hand. But if we want to just really open up the wounds, how do you have a second half against Georgia again
Right.
from last year? How do you finish off these games? That's where those points really matter.
Can we score in the red zone? Does Heupel, is he going to play with one, like his foot kind of on the gas, off the
Scared.
gas?
Right.
He needs to have a killer instinct. I still don't want him calling plays. I'd still rather him completely relinquish that, but I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Auburn will be interesting
Yes. Yeah.
because I think the best Tennessee's ever looked was with Golish. So
Yep.
we'll see. He'll have some wrinkles for us for sure.
We should understand their offense. If we don't,
We should.
we're in trouble.
All right. Next week we'll be back with a preview of Furman, right? Maybe something else thrown in the mix.
Well, we may have to go ahead and look at Ricky B's team just to
Thank you.
start
Thank
looking
you.
ahead at maybe the best transfer class in the country. I don't know.
Thank you, Bobby.
We cannot be prior to football season talking about basketball
We have
season.
to. We have to hang on to something.
Okay.
Track team should have a good year this year.
All right, Bobby, sign us off.
Hey, go Vols!
Go Vols.